Welcome students. I believe throughout the semester you will be engaged in doing a number of research projects and assignments for which you need to refer to learning resources. So today I'm going to take you through Saqr online library portal through which you can find the journal articles and ebooks that you're interested in and that can help you in doing your assignments and research projects. So as you see, in front of you is the AURAK website. That's the home page. So there are several ways to get into the library database. The best way is if we just go down at the bottom of the screen and see a link for Saqr Library. So click on that link, and then it opens the page for Saqr Library. And on the left side, if you see, there are some tabs that we can use. So the one we will use here is the electronic database search. So we click on that. So what are these electronic databases? Electronic databases are basically the databases for journals. So several journals will be prescribed or would be linked to certain databases that publish those journal articles. So if you see here, there are a lot of databases that AURAK subscribes to, starting with EBSCO, ebook collection, Springer Link ebooks, mostly for business, economic, finance, and management, also engineering, and similar for EBSCO. Also you have engineering, business, and arts, so you can go into any of these databases depending on your program of study. Architecture and design, open library. Then we have e-journal databases. So these ones were, the first three were ebooks, and then we go to the e-journals. So EBSCO Academic Search Ultimate, and if you see, the associated fields are given in the brackets. Library Information Science and Technology Abstracts. Biotechnology, Arts and Sciences, that is green file. ProQuest for business, which is very common for business courses. AURAK, Educational Sciences. Springer Link for journals, very popular again, and high quality journals you can find for business, economics, finance, management, and engineering, civil, mechanical, industrial, electrical, communications, project management, etc. Communication and mass media courses. And then we have Scopus, as you know, from Elsevier. So there is a database by Scopus as well. ASTM, Compass, mainly for engineering, and Jester for arts and sciences, and Emerald database for business management, finance, and engineering project management. And then we have some database which is based on RAK Research and Innovation Center, RAK, which is part of the AURAK resources. So journals and proceedings of the conference are also published or found here. So let's go into any one of the databases and see how do we search or navigate or for journals or ebooks that we would want to. So for example, you're doing a research in business and you want to find a journal article in the business, finance, and economics area. So I go to ProQuest and it would ask your login here. So I'm just using a login of my colleague. So it will take some time to log in, and now we are into this ProQuest database. If you see on top, it's ProQuest. And now scholarly journals, books, videos, dissertations, all types of resources. Now, similar like a search button on Google, you can see a search button here. So we can search either by the name of the journals, if we know the name of the journals, or we can search by name of the journal articles, or if we are not aware of that, then we just search by keywords. So say for example, I'm searching for a key term called, say, change management. Change management. And let's see what we get when we click on the search button. So we are looking for all sources, any sources, books, journals, dissertations, it will give us the list of. And if you see here, this search has resulted into so many articles, books, and other resources, which is given here on the top left-hand corner. So it's not possible to search so many or read or go through or navigate through so many resources. So that means it tells us that we need to refine our search. So there are various ways we can refine, or in this is the older and the most recent. But so for example, here we can just search for journal articles, and we omit, or we don't consider books or audios or video works and dissertation thesis. So we just search for journal articles, or just search. So for journal articles, now if you see the results, the number of results have reduced because these are only journals. Now if you see here, one thing good is that it gives us the most recent journals on the top. So the journal published in 2022, and then followed by 2021, 2018. As you know, in research and when you cite articles, more recent publications are preferable because they are up to date, they are current, and so it's always good to cite recent articles rather than dated articles. So we can, and if you see here on the right side, it tells us whether this journal is available full text or only an abstract is available. So for the first two journals, if you see, the full text is available, whereas for the third one, is that you can only just preview the abstract. And then subsequently for many of the journals, full text are available. So in this way, we can search. So if it's on to say full text, if I click on that, full text is a scholarly journal, and I can see the full text here. So if you want to read this article, you can read, or you can even download this article. And ProQuest has a very interesting feature to cite the text. So if you just read the introduction, or you read the abstract, and so here on top you can download the PDF for your records, or you can copy the link. And a very interesting feature is you can cite the article. So you just click on cite, and it will ask you in which referencing style you want to cite the article. Is MLA, APA, or Chicago style. So you can get different styles of, and you can find what your institution uses. So you can easily cite the article that you are interested in. So that's one way of doing it. Next we go to, say, other databases. So let's go back and see what we have in other databases. So we go out of ProQuest, and we go to, say, Springer journals. Now here again, you will see that it is we can browse this database by discipline. So we can biomedicine, business management, computer science, engineering, environment. So all these are the categories. So you can search by categories as well. So if I just go to, say, computer science, so I get, just by this computational visual, computer science, I get 170,000 articles, which is again too much. So we need to refine the search, and we need to make it more focused. So if I just go to business management, for example, it has 91,000 articles on the business management topic. So we just say innovation. Either in engineering or business, you can type innovation, and let's see what results we get. So again, we get different categories of articles under innovation: sustainable innovation, applied innovation, responsible innovation. So, and these are book series. So you can again minimize the search by using these buttons here, and you just want articles. So now my results are 2,600 or 26,626 for innovation, which is again a lot. So I need to further refine my search saying innovation management, and then we search again, and still, so innovation management in, say, retail sector. So this will refine the search further and modify the search or make the search focus. But we could not find in the retail sector. So we can say in, say, health innovation. So we can make it more focused on sectors in health sector. Sorry about that. TH. Okay. So there is not much there. Sector. Right. So innovation in the health sector. So if you see here, innovation in the US service sector, innovation capacity in the health. So again, and only if you see the results are further minimized by 4,000. From 26,000, we came down to 4,175 results. So similarly, you can customize your search, and then if you're interested in any particular article, then you can click on it. But before you click on it, if you see in Springer, some articles are available freely online, but some articles, only abstracts are available. So if it says open access, means the articles are available completely, so you can go and read the articles or download the articles. So if the entire article, if you see, is available for me to read or for me to download on the right hand side of the screen. So if it is not open access, so if I click, which is, if you see a lock there, so that means this article is locked. That means it is not available, only the abstract is available. And if you want to read this article fully, then we'll have to buy this article, and it is for 34 euros, around that price. So it's up to us to make a decision. But even some articles are good enough. If you read the abstract, you can get the summary of this article, and you can use that abstract as well, and you can cite. So similarly, like ProQuest, you can also cite the article by clicking this button, cite this article, and you can get the article reference, full reference here, which you can copy and paste and put it in your document, or you can download the citation as well. So again, never miss to record the reference of an article that you have read or that you have cited, because sometimes we just get engrossed in the content and we forget to record the reference. So as we read each article, we need to record the references so that we do not have any missing references in our in a work that we are doing or a paper that we are writing. So I've taken you through two different databases on how to search databases, how to modify the search, how to narrow the search, how to cite the articles, and so on and so forth. So we go back to the library page, and similarly we can go to different databases depending on what you are looking for. Another issue that you have to be careful about is not to copy and paste from the articles. So because it leads to unfair means or plagiarism if we just copy and paste. So yeah, I like this paragraph, so I just copy and paste it from here into the text, into my text that I'm writing, into my assignment, in my project, in my research. So we need to understand what this author or these authors are trying to tell us, and then write that in our own language. But still, even if we write in our language, we need to cite the reference, because this idea, this thought is not from my side. I have understood this thought and written in my own language, but the idea and the thought is original and it is proposed or written by someone else, so we need to cite those. So we have to be careful when we are engaging with the theory and the references to ensure that we respect the copyrights of all authors and we follow the correct referencing pattern or style. Now, if you are citing articles and you have copied this reference and it is in a particular order, if you see here lead D and the title of the article, the name of the journal, and then a volume and issue, and then the year 2015. So this is one style of referencing. If you're following this style of referencing, then you have to follow for all the referencing the similar style or the same style for all your reference list. But you have to see the guide in the syllabus, or you have to ask your professor or the course which style of referencing that they want you to follow. It may be Harvard, it may be APA, and whichever you follow, just be consistent in your citation and referencing styles. So this is a quick brief of the journal databases in the library and how you can search for journal articles using these databases and cite the references according to the regulations or specified referencing styles. I hope you found this presentation useful. There are other resources here. For example, you can see here library guides and tutorials are available for you to look at the details of how to access these, and there's a Saqr Library guide that can be helpful for you to read and navigate around different information related to the library services, general rules, regulations, library facilities, library opening and closing hours, booking a room or using or borrowing a textbook. So all those resources are also available and information is available for you there. Library new acquisitions, they will keep you updated on what are the new books that have arrived in the library, or what is what kind of resources are already available. So you can navigate through these resources, and library service hours will be updated all the time. Contact information is available here. So basically, this is the page for your learning resources and use of learning resources related to Saqr Library. So I wish you all the best in your search, in your research, and your navigation of these resources and use of these resources. Thank you very much. So I hope you'll find the presentation useful, which you can use in your educational journey at AURAK.